All right, hello, good evening, and welcome, traders. Hey, it's been a while again, but back on with you, sharing some new trades, some new updates on what we're doing. Been fantastic out there. Been a good month for us. We'll go through the portfolio, show you where that is. We're having another really good month in the portfolio. We added some new trades today. I'll cover some new trades and some trade ideas with you. So I'll share what I'm doing out there with my account. And overall, we were up most of the day today, kind of just dipped barely negative by the close, but overall, pretty good day overall in the trading portfolio. So really good stuff. So let's get into it. Got lots to share with you today. Let's talk about some of the trades that we have on and what we're looking at. You get some hopefully some good ideas today. I'll give you some unique trades as well. All right, so let's get started. Let's jump into it. Let's start off with just going through the trading account just so you get a sense of what's happening out there. So today we ended the day at a 470 delta, which is fine, 0.12% of our net lick, which is great. So we're pretty close to delta neutral with a slightly positive bent to it. Theta is at 2314, which is 0.61, which is fantastic. So we're really loaded up on theta right now, which is excellent. And then we closed the day at 377,859. I think we're down, what, $900 from yesterday. Things haven't settled completely yet, but might be less. Who knows? But I also want to say in our Vega is right around 1,500. So it's very much less than our theta, which is unbelievable. And in fact, this week we at one point had positive Vega in this account. So we're okay with volatility. VIX hasn't done much of anything. It actually fell today. So no real volatility. Even though the markets dropped, VIX did not. There's no real fear or anything in the markets at this point in time. And I think that's great. We got plenty of buying power. I mean, we are up at the 60 percentage point here. 55 is where I like to kind of live for the most part. But at 60, we're just not going to put on anything new until some things come off. And I did put on a bunch of trades today, so that's what kind of pushed it up a bit, even though we took some off on the session. Easiest way to kind of show you what we did for the day today is here's today's trades. So we closed a naked put in bull for $220 in 16 days. We also closed or really rolled out our IBIT covered call today. Took in an extra 1,950 on our income poor man covered calls. So booked the $1,950 there. And then we also rolled our strategy put today. So we rolled that thing out as well. So closed the current one for $4,000. Put a new one on today with earnings tonight as well. So it gave us some protection with the roll going into tonight, even though strategy had good earnings. And it struggled a bit lately, but I'm still fine with that as an income poor man covered call trade. We're going to show that trade with you in a minute how that's going. Overall, strategy has been a really good, solid trade for us for quite some time. Despite the declines, it's still producing pretty well. And then we closed. I put debit spread today. I did it because I wanted this. I wanted the 5,600 short strike for a new trade that I put on. So I just closed this one instead of just letting it sit there and act as a little bit of a hedge. I just took this thing off. So instead of letting it expire for a full loss, we were actually able to get out at only about an 80% drop on it. So that's fine. No worries there. Let's talk about our income poor man covered call trades. We'll run through them. Right now, that SPY trade is up 66.5% of over $31,787 in 263 days. That's fantastic. The QQQ version of this is actually up 77.8% in 192 days, generating about $10,000 in income there. So between those two, nice $40,000 in cash generated using those. Here's the new version of strategy. You can see I just put this one on the 20th because I closed the old one out, but we'll look at the old one as well, give you a sense of what that's doing. here. This thing is down just about 2,300 bucks heading into today. But we have generated $7,700 in 10 days of covered call premium, which is fantastic. All right, so it's down a bit, but we're generating oodles of cash flow from this thing, 77.43 so far. And we'll see what happens after earnings. Things look to be bouncing just a tad, but it's okay if it does or doesn't really matter to me. So we're in good shape on strategy, but I'll show you how the old one was doing. But this one's fine. Okay, it's only been 10 days in this trade on the new one. IBIT not performing great. We've generated about $2,100 worth of cash, but net income on this one's only about 210 bucks. We've been in it for 153 days. So 5 months in, we don't have a lot to show for this trade. Disappointing trade, pretty up and down. Been a little bit harder to trade IBIT. Not sure we'll continue. It's a lot of work for just a little bit of money. I mean, yes, we're up. We're making some money. And if Bitcoin bounces, this thing will probably do fairly decently. But overall, we're going to kind of analyze where we are on that. All right, the gold trade. This one's up $6,100 in 96 days for a 79% return on the gold IPMCC. So that one's doing great. And then we just started a new one on AVGO on Broadcom. That thing is up 60%. And technically, I shouldn't say 0 days. We just haven't closed anything yet on it. But it's only been on since the 23rd. So in 7 days, we're up 5,600 bucks, 60% return on that one. So that's awesome already. Doing pretty well on that. And then let me show you the previous strategy trade that we had. This one we entered for 30. We closed it out for about a $16,000 loss on the underlying. However, we generated 19,730 bucks worth of premium on this thing overall. So that generated about 3,300 bucks, which is almost 20% on this trade in 144 days. So I'll take a 20% return in 144 days. I think most people would not complain about that. So again, using 30,000 bucks, okay, we generated 3,200. Actually, it's quite a bit more than that, but we'll take that overall. This is the closing trade on it, so we'll take that overall. So pretty good stuff. We like it. Pretty happy with where we are on these trades. All right. That being said, let's just jump quickly into the markets. Now that you've seen the account, we'll actually go through the account and our current positions with you in just a few minutes. But let me give you a couple trade ideas and some things that I'm looking at out there. Here we are on ES for the day. We've dropped 27 points, 0.4%, not really much of an anything day today. We were up higher, setting new all-time highs. We were down to almost the 8 EMA. We bounced kind of right in the middle, kind of a nothing day, nothing burger day. We'll see how tomorrow shapes up with Amazon just smoking earnings today. So Amazon was the big opportunity today. But we did put on a new trade in ES, or I put on a new trade in ES. I put on a BA 112 trade. That is a big, long trap trade. We have another one on right now in ES, another BA 112 trade. That thing's up 135% in 36 days. So not too shabby on that trade. And it gives us some nice downside protection. It's not a hedge, but it does pay bigger if we start to slide it all in the market. So I added another one today. So we've got two of those running. Pretty happy with where those trades are. Oil continues to just do what oil does. It's sitting in a perfect situation for me. I added a new strangle on oil today. It sets up exactly perfect for my strategy on oil. And in fact, I took another one off today. So I added one, took one off as well. In fact, that close, I did not get to record the closing trade. So technically, guys, we got another one here. Let's see if we can bring this in and I'll share that one with you. But that trade did come off today, late in the day here, and I did not get it recorded. So how dare I? So actually, we have a little bit better day than anticipated. Let's I know this is exciting, riveting stuff for you guys to be watching, but let's go in and let's just update the spreadsheet. So here's this oil trade. We did close it today a tad early, and there was a reason for that, but we closed it for 30, well, not a tad early. We closed it for 33 cents, which is exactly 50% return today. So there's another winning trade. For us, we booked $990 on that, 11.7% return on the margin that we used, and a 50% return on that trade. So there you go. Closed that oil trade. I think I got everything else but that. So we did put on a new oil strangle this morning. We rolled IBAT, we rolled strategy, which I've already showed you. We closed bull, and then closed that PDS, and then we closed the strangle. Okay, got them all now. So I had missed one. Let's go back to our regularly scheduled program, but I will take that win. That also is going to change our realized today. We're now at $6,800 in realized, which does anybody care? Not probably not. But the one thing to share with you now that that trade is recorded in here as well is that we are up now 16,358 for the month, which is 4.53%. So I'll take 4.53% this month. Last month was 14,000 for 4.24. The month before, 12,000 for 363. The month before, 19,000 for 6.32%. So pretty steady growing on this particular account. All right, let's move off of that and get back into taking a look at some of these charts. So there's some stuff for you. You get a sense of what I'm doing. All right, and things are going well, like it. All right, let's get into keep going on here. Oil again sets up perfectly for a strangle for me. We added a new strangle in oil today. Gold setting up perfectly for a strangle. Everything lined up exactly where I like it to be. Added a gold strangle today. Bonds. Okay. I've been hesitant for a couple days because I had a kind of a big run up, but I think rates have kind of bottomed temporarily on the 30 and 20-year longs. So I was able to get back into bonds here today with a new strangle on bonds. So we got a strangle on bonds today. So three new strangles added. It's been a minute. I'll tell you, it's been quite a while since I've had three strangle trades on my favorite assets, which is futures of ES, oil, gold, bonds, S&P as as ES. Okay, those are my four faves. It's really all I watch is those four. I like to have most of my trades in those four. I feel I'm pretty good at those. So things are good so far. Knock on wood. Great month. Let's take a look at what's going on in the markets out there. So here's Amazon. You can't even see where Amazon's trading right now, but it's up at 248. Okay. Huge drop today. If you got in today, I mean, just a stupid drop ahead of earnings, and they came out and they absolutely smoked it with upside earnings. So we are heavy. We added a lot more contracts. I added more leaps to Amazon. I love it. It's one of my favorite stocks on this pullback down here. I thought you don't get a chance to get in at the 200-day moving average on a lot of these trades more than once every year or two. Okay, that was your opportunity. So if you got in, which we did on the leaps on Amazon, great stuff. Good job. All right, let's keep moving. NVIDIA, it's a little too far gone for me, so there's no trades on NVIDIA. We are in a Tesla poor man's covered call. This thing continues to just do well, liking Tesla. Now, Meta, big mover today. So I talked about it last night on Twitter that I really think this move was overdone. Okay. It came down, it was lower, was a little bit higher. It kind of ended the day just down just a fraction from where it opened, but a pretty big gap down. So, gap rules now apply. And for me, what is a gap rule is it's the 3-day rules in effect, which means you got to wait 3 days before you really jump into this. I did suggest that if this thing does hold here and doesn't worsen significantly, I think this is a great buy opportunity. I mentioned on Twitter last night to buy the flip and dip, and I think this is going to be another one of those good opportunities. You can see in after hours, it's up just fractionally. I think this was overdone selling. Yes, their expenses are going to increase next year, but that's CapEx expenditures. I'm fine with that. They took a tax hit this year, which is why this quarter, which is why they didn't beat. Otherwise, they would have beat on the top and bottom line. Okay, and you sold it off. Okay, I think that's the wrong move. Personally, we'll see. Could be wrong. I'm not going to go hog wild on it, but I'm going to look to add more. I'm in some leaps now. I'll look to maybe add some more here, but we're below the 200-day moving average, and that's only happened like once since 2022. Okay. So it happened in 2022. It happened again this April. Okay. Both of those were massive buying opportunities. I'm thinking that this is going to be the same on Meta. All right, Apple earnings out after the bell, I believe. This thing's also gapping up to 282. So this is all pretty positive stuff for the market tomorrow. Amazon and Apple, great earnings. Okay. Google, good earnings yesterday as well. It's too far gone. I can't trade it. Microsoft, not so great. Nothing great, nothing bad. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't trade it. I don't own it. Palantir, making a nice move. It's too far gone for me. Not trading it right now. Hood, nice pullback here. Got earnings coming up. Let's wait and see what happens with earnings, but I like Hood, and I think any of these pullbacks are opportunities, in my opinion, on Hood. But with the earnings coming up, can't trade it. Netflix announced a split after the bell today, 10 to 1 stock split. It's about time. That's having some really positive effect. You're below the 200. Again, I think this is another one of those stocks that when's the last time you just don't get into these at the 200-day moving average that often? I think those are buying opportunities. And if you got in down here in this area, good for you. If not, I think you're still going to have some opportunities to get into this thing. Probably get a little bit of a pop and then probably settle back down. All right. We've already talked about Broadcom. This thing looks fantastic. I love the pullback today. We're doing it as an income poor man's covered call, but it's already up. Whatever I showed you guys, like 60% in a couple days for us. SoFi have it in the investing account. It's not a bad position here. I'd be looking at SoFi as well. That's all I really want to cover. Let's touch base on strategy here. Bitcoin has been struggling pretty much, for the last, month or so, since the beginning of October. This thing has just not performed well at all. We've seen a little bit of a rotation in and then a rotation out, up and down, kind of moving with gold. I think this thing just took a little bit of a beating off of Chair Powell yesterday, talking about interest rates and maybe not cutting. I mean, I think there is some flight to safety, flight to quality, and if you consider Bitcoin safe, I don't know, but I think there's some opportunities there to get into Bitcoin at these levels, which I don't think is too bad. Strategy, I don't like the stock at all. Okay, I'm not in MISTY or MSTY as a covered call ETF. I'm not in this for long-term trades. I'm only trading this thing for an income poor man's covered call. It sets up well for that for me. So we'll just keep generating cash flow off of this thing the way we trade it. It's not a poor man's covered call. It's an income poor man covered call. Totally different way of trading. And we've been able to monetize all of these. All right, there's where we are. And then BitMine has really struggled here for the last month, as well as Ethereum is also really, really struggling right now. I think you're getting closer to some really good potential buying opportunities in this thing. I don't think this earnings is right. So I don't really think it had earnings, but I'm not 100% sure. But we'll keep an eye on this thing. But we do own the shares of this as a poor man's covered call in the investing account. All right, there you go. Let's give you a quick rundown of the portfolio. You can see what it looks like. This is where we stand. A few too many names in here, which I do want to, as these things get cleaned up, we probably won't be entering most of them. But when there's opportunities, you got to jump in. So we're in oil here. I got a Jade Lizard. That thing's up 27%. That's in great shape. Okay, we added the new Strangle today. Okay, I've got plenty of ES trades on, including a new BA112 that we put on today. That thing's already up 10%. I've got another BA112 sitting here up 136%. We've got just a few naked puts. This one's about to come off, and here's another one. These are from our 112 trades. That's it. That's all we really have. Not a whole lot of risk in there at all. Right, gold sitting on 112s and a strangle. In here, the strangle we put on today, 112 is already up 48%. That thing is running great. I do also have a BA111 trade in gold. This thing's up 77% now in 21 days. Loving this trade. Great trade. Bonds, strangle that we added today. We've got the income parliament covered call in AVGO. In here, I already covered that one. We're up 60% on the underlying, and then we'll be rolling the covered calls on that. We still have some bull trade left. We have our gold income parliament covered call. We have the IBIT income parliament covered call that is kind of like up and down. JP Morgan, I'm sitting here on naked puts. Those are up 37% on JP Morgan. Lulu, we're down on. We do own some puts. So we sold some puts here. It's not performing well. This one might just come off as a loser. We'll see. I'm very surprised at Lulu, but it just does not want to perform. And I thought for sure we'd get a little bit of a bounce. I thought for sure this thing was going to hold up, and then it's really gone south for the last 3 days since I put it on. So you're all welcome on that one. All right, a couple other trades in here. Home builders are down a bit right now on here. The PayPal trade's down a bit. NNE trade is up a bit. So there's our trades. I just showed you a good handful of them. You can see what I'm trading. But the big things today was strangle, strangle, strangle. Added those, added a new BA112 on ES. And our income parliament covered calls are absolutely performing fantastic. Hope this was helpful. If you like this video, go ahead and click the link down below. If you would, please give some likes. Okay. If you're getting something out of what I'm sharing with you, please just get the likes out there. It's the best, all I can ask of you. If you want to see us trade, feel free to join us in the Discord. You can read information on that in the description down below. There's a code down there to save 40% off the first month as well. If you want to see what we're doing, if you want to see me trading live and holding live sessions several times a week with traders, we just get in the room, trading, we're going through charts, okay, ask questions. Lots of other people helping out in there, lots of other trades being mentioned. There's probably somewhere between 20 and 30 trades a day being posted in this Discord. So you have no shortage of ideas out there. What you got to do is filter down to what makes sense for you. And I hope I give you a sense that I really trade my plan. I'm very mechanical about it. And I don't have to really watch what other people are doing because I'm just looking at what I'm doing. But if I see a great trade out there and it fits what I'm doing, then we'll take a look at it. Great to be in a collective. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening, folks. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.